Hello, test, test. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 3:45 draw at the Glitter Bombspiel 2025. This is Mindy Carlson, and I'm joined by Todd Trivett, who will be handling my cameras for me today. And I will be doing the commentating. On sheet A, we have Curls Gone Wild versus Hurry Hard Hunty. On sheet B, we have Yass versus Moody Mermaid. On sheet C, we have Curl So Confusing versus Alphabet Mafia. And on sheet D, we have Chicks with Brooms versus Unicorn Farts. And the full name of that is Powered by Unicorn Farts. And that name was going to be Unicorn Vomit.
You start the timer when everybody throws their first rock. So when
Okay.
the final team throws their first rock.
Okay. All right. Yep. All right. No problem. Awesome. Just getting some last minute instruction from Kyle Snyder, our coordinator who's making this all possible, asking me to just when to start the timer. So we'll be doing Todd, did Ken set up that we're having 2 streams this time, or is it 1 stream and we're bouncing around? On all of them? Okay. Okay, so we have 2 streams, but I'm going to be bouncing around doing commentary on all of them. And I'm going to start the timer as soon as the first person pulls out of the hack. And there we go. We're off. So over on sheet B, Yass versus Moody Mermaid. Yass is red, and that team is Kim Hinz, Anthony Martinez. Anthony Martinez was the person who just pulled out for lead. Don Bria and Sammer Schwieger. And over on Moody Mermaid, we have, let's see, I'm looking for their team name. Oh, don't be a Moody Mermaid. Ashley Sheets, Michael Glessner, Tracy Marcotte, and Kyle Conroy. But I do know that our own Ken Clark, the person that makes this web stream possible, is out there sparing today. Ken always looks for an opportunity to curl whenever he can. This is the, I think, 6th annual or 7th annual Glitter Bombspiel for us.
So can we get the other teams, the colors?
Sure. Let's see. Over on sheet A, let's see. Hurry hard. All right. Over on sheet A, Hurry Hard Hunty is red, I think.
Okay.
And Curls Gone Wild. Yeah, Curls Gone Wild is yellow. So we'll need to switch the colors on that. Over on sheet C, Curl So Confusing, Kevin Walsh, Eamonn Campbell, Kate Mosley, Olivia Valcarce. Let's see. Brandon's out there throwing red right now, so.
Is he on Yes Guard?
He's on Alphabet Mafia, and he's throwing red. So Alphabet Mafia is throwing red over on sheet C. And on sheet D, oh, that's, let's see, I just got to find Tiash. Because she is powered by Unicorn Farts. They are yellow. So sheet D is correct.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Great. can't tell which team Rob Young is playing for because he seems to be going from sheet D to sheet C and back and forth, sort of wandering around aimlessly. Well, they look like they're missing something. Over on sheet B. Right now, Yass guard sitting shot over Moody. Don't be a Moody Mermaid, and looks like they're going to do a draw in Moody Mermaid. That looks kind of quick. Although no, they're going to get on it. These rocks were what we call scratched on what was it, Tuesday? I feel like it was Tuesday or Wednesday.
Must have been Wednesday because I played Tuesday and they still didn't feel like they were curling that much.
Okay, so yeah, so when we sort of sharpen, scratch, that means that we move the rock over sandpaper and just sort of make the bottoms, the running surface of it just a little rougher so that it catches on those ice crystals and gives us more curl to work with. They were running a little straight, so it'll be interesting to see how much curl these rocks get. I know, so Todd and I are on a Sunday league together, and I know on our Sunday game, they were running incredibly straight.
Yeah.
We were barely getting a foot of curl. And I played with a couple people yesterday, and they were it was running pretty straight until the very end, and they really just took off and curled at the end. And that looks like what happened on sheet B as well. All right, so the skip taking a long look at what he wants to do. I would draw in behind again. I would try that same draw. I might give a little bit more ice. But it looks like he's thinking about peeling or coming. Yeah, he wants him to draw behind. That's really the best option. He's giving him a lot of ice to come around that off-center guard. I like the rotation on that a lot. It's that you can see the handle going around and around a lot. I think that's going to be like 4 or 5 rotations. Sweeper's on it. Sweeping hard. They gotta keep the line. They've given up. And it's gonna crash on that guard, which is not ideal, but it does set up a really great guard situation for basically the first team that can draw around behind that and stay there. There's not going to be much that they can do to, the other team can do to dislodge whatever ends up behind there.
Do you know how to bring up the chat box?
Do I know how to do what?
Bring up the chat box.
Oh, you have to down here at the bottom, click on the actual. Yeah, that should give you the chat.
Okay.
But did we run? No, we're on stream. That should be fine. Can you refresh it? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, the chat. So we do have a live chat. And if you have any questions or comments, or you want to say hey or good luck or good curling to your particular team, we would love to hear from you. Todd will be monitoring the chat box for me.
Now that's the one for the A and D, I think. Yeah, that's the one.
That's
for
one for A and D. Okay. Click over on that one and see if that's A and if that's B and C. Oh, just start it for, yeah, click on that one for B and C, and then that'll pull up B and C. There we go. So, and over on sheet A, actually, Hurry Hard Hunty looking in really good shape. BNF about to throw for Curls Gone Wild. It looks like they're going to do a takeout of that corner the shot in the 8-foot and perhaps roll over. Kyle Snyder asking for curl. And they end up getting just off center nose hit. I don't hate that at all. Hurry Hard Hunty gonna ask for a draw behind there over on sheet A. Over on sheet D, we have a really good guard situation, and we have Unicorn Farts with 1 yellow on the 12-foot over at the 3 o'clock position. And I do believe that she's gonna try and take that out. I think this is skip stones for chicks with brooms. I believe that the skip for chicks with brooms is Deborah Martin. So Deborah gonna try and throw a nice clever takeout, hopefully roll behind the guards in the center there. Back on our featured sheet, a beautiful draw coming down for Don't Be a Moody Mermaid. They're now sitting 2, and that Yellowstone is completely exposed. So if I were Yass guard, I would definitely try and take it out and maybe do a little flop so that I froze to that yellow. That looks like what Sammer Schwieger is going to do. Sammer Schwieger, the skip of Yass guard. Over in sheet C, they seem to be back in action again. Whatever they were missing, they found. That is their 5th stone thrown in the end, which means the free guard roll for them is over, and they could start peeling that center guard if they wanted to. Over on sheet B, Sammers. First skip stone away. Sweepers on it right away. It's curling really nicely. Yeah, I like that. I wish that they would have gotten it maybe a little deeper. It's going to make it really hard for them to get to that Yellowstone. And so for Don't Be a Moody Mermaid, looks like they're discussing perhaps a draw or possibly popping that red out. They'd have to hit it really thin, otherwise they're going to jam on that yellow in the back. But even if they hit it really thin, they're going to jam on the yellow over at the 9 o'clock position in the house. Looks like they're going to try and do a draw. We'll see how that works. All right, this skip for Moody Mermaid lining up. I feel like he drifted a little bit wide as he released that. And they're sort of, the sweepers are kind of gesturing like, we don't know what it's going to do. Ken Clark on it to sweep for curl, but it's just a little too wide and just a little too heavy. Martinez on it. He's going to sweep it just to the back of that 8. All right. So, gosh, I mean, for Yass guard, so Moody Mermaid is certainly sitting 1. And you really let's see. And Moody Mermaid has hammer. You would love to steal one if you're Yass guard, or force the other team to only score one, and then you get the hammer. It's going to wreck on that guard and pop over. All right, that really opens up that middle. Moody Mermaid is only sitting one right now, but it does open up that red, and they could go across the face and pop it out to the right-hand side, and then they would be sitting 3, possibly 4, depending on if they keep their shooter. So it is really in their best interest to try and get rid of that red rock.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's worth the risk.
Yeah, I mean, because worst case scenario, they hit it too hard, and they end up, the other team ends up with a steal of 1. That's like the worst case scenario. Like a result you can live with is being too short or a miss. You still score 1. So, but the reward is a score of 4.
Right.
3 at least, if not 4.
Right.
So, if I were a skip with more skill, I would try it. Otherwise, I would just draw it and take my 2. Because that is certainly the other option that you can do, is to draw into the forefoot, because you just got to touch the forefoot and you could be scoring 2. That's the low risk option.
Yeah.
All right. Sweeper's got to get on it. It's got to curl. It's got to curl. Go, go, go. It's got to curl over. It's going to hit. It's going to jam. You got to sweep that hard. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Hard, hard, hard. All right. Well, red is going to steal 1. But you end up, yellow still has hammer. And it was a really good attempt. I mean, he really only needed about 3 more inches, and he would have been able to score 3, probably 4, because he threw it late enough that stone definitely stuck around.
Yeah.
And I mean, starting a game with 4 points,
That would have been very intimidating.
is a great way to start. You're really slamming the door on your opponent early. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Who's chatting with us?
Keeper of Pythons says, let's go Alphabet Mafia.
Oh, yay.
Played with Adam, Brandon, and Jay last year, and it was a blast.
Oh, yeah.
And then Bo from our club says, good afternoon, everybody.
Oh, hey, Bo. I'll see you later tomorrow. If you are a member of our club and you are somewhere around the area, I have to say you are missing out on some excellent food. Our own Jennifer Martinelli, basically a chef extraordinaire, is in here, and she made the best Indian food today for lunch.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was so good. She did a butter chicken. She did a roasted cauliflower and like a tikka masala sauce.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's not
like
afraid to try anything.
Baked naan. The rice was perfect. So, yeah. And I just saw scalloped potatoes go in the oven.
Yeah, I saw that on the menu.
And Chip Churlo and my son Henrik have actually been outside all day since 9 a.m. smoking prime rib for tonight's dinner.
I saw the pitmasters out there.
Yes. They are having a good time smoking meat and playing bocce. All right. So over on sheet B, the first rock for Moody Mermaids went through Yass guard with an interesting little rock in the back quadrant of the house. I actually just saw a TikTok today from Oh, she's a female curler up in Canada, and she's a really great strategist. It's not Joanna Cowley. It is somebody else.
Jamie Sinclair?
Yes, Jamie Sinclair. And she was saying that, if you don't want to, if you don't have hammer, but you don't really want to give your opponent a rock to hide behind by throwing like a center guard, which is like the standard opening move, you can actually ask your lead to put that opening stone in the back quadrant of the house. Because you can, then they either are tempted to chase it, and you are dictating the other opponent's then opening move. They can either throw a corner guard, or they can choose to chase that rock and try and hit it out. And if they miss, you have a chance to throw and split the house, then, and force them to make a decision. But by doing that, you're essentially dictating the first, 4 or 5 shots of the end.
Okay.
Which I thought was a really fascinating thing, because because throwing a guard is a very aggressive move, because you give yourself and your opponent something to hide behind.
Right.
It really helps your strategy, because the lead is actually one of the most important players in the game, because if they are able to hit their guard and their draw behind, or hit 2 guards, the closer they are to where you wanted those stones to be, you have a 98% chance of winning the end if your lead rocks are where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that sort of unwritten rule is that when we go out and play pickup games, is the least experienced player plays first.
Right.
But you're right. It's probably wrong, because that's such an important person.
It really sets up the end. I like to put my least experienced player actually as second if I'm selecting stuff, because if they you figure out, can they throw speed, can they throw light, and then you can you have more options with whatever their talents are.
Yeah.
And they often say you hide your worst player in the second position, but I don't necessarily believe that is 100% true. They do have to be very versatile. They do have to be able to throw guards. They do have to be able to do takeouts. But for a new player, it's a little easier to get them accustomed to figuring out, can they throw heavy, can they throw light. All right, another draw by Yass guard. It's coming in a little quick. I don't like how quick that is. And I'm so afraid they're going to hit their own out. Oh, they tipped it. And she's sweeping it back. And that gives them something to sit up against. Now that there are 2 rocks back there, they can kind of use it as backing and buffering. But it looks like Moody Mermaid is going to try and do a double. Oh, no. They do want to sit in front of it, but they want to sit in front of the tee line in that white 8-foot circle. So Ken Clark with his second shot. It's got a curl. Skip calling him off. It's saying it's got, there it goes. See, for some of those shots, they kind of hang out there for a while, and you don't really want to start sweeping it until it starts moving over, and then you can kind of more affect where it's going. Unfortunately, that shot just a little bit quick. And the quicker it is, the straighter it goes. Jennifer Skidmore is here, and she baked. That's another person, when you're doing a Bombspiel, you watch for certain people to come in, and you see what they're carrying in their hands. And Jennifer Skidmore is one of those people where you wait and you see what does she have in her hands? And I think she's got banana blondies in that tray. Oh, this red rock by Yass guard, way, way too fast. Yep, just going to flow through. All right, Moody Mermaid, going to try that shot again. They want to sit at T-line. Kyle Conroy, the vice. I mean, everybody's coming down the same path. Everybody's sort of seeing how it goes and how it's flowing. And it's sort of like, if one of the hardest things in curling is there's so many things to pay attention to. Like, where's the rock running on the ice? How fast is it running? How much is the time changing from rock to rock and end to end? You know, where are the dead spots on the ice? Where am I on the ice?
Exactly.
Where am I walking? Where should I be sweeping? And it's kind of like, you know, if your brain can hold all of that information at once, those are the really great curlers.
Exactly. I mean, really throwing the rocks is the easiest part of curling.
For sure. Yeah, just whipping it down the other end of the sheet, man, that's a piece of cake.
Yeah.
But like remembering, oh yeah, this line is running a little, this area of the ice is running a little straight, or this is now the 8th rock that has gone over that same line. So people sweeping would have worn down that pebble a little bit. It's going to be running a little bit faster. It's going to be a little hotter. And this one also going through the house, Martinez saluting as it goes through. I feel like Kyle's going to be asked to throw that same shot again. Yes. He's giving him just a little bit less ice. Oh, really beautiful release. His delivery out of the hack was so smooth. And that release was just a textbook release. You barely saw it like leave his hand. Oh no. Is it going to over curl? Oh no, now it's over curling. That was such a beautiful release. That is just sitting on the back line, and that's what we call a tripping hazard.
Yeah. Skip killer.
Well, and the skip can choose to remove it if he wants to, or if they want to. But a lot of skips will keep it because you can use it as backing to keep a biter into the house. I played with, when we played with Rob Moyer on Sunday, he had one of those, and I said, do you want to keep it in? He goes, I don't need it. And so he like removed it, and I was like, okay. It's your rock. You can do whatever you want with it. Over on sheet D, it looks like yellow scored 3 in the first end. Over on sheet C, yellow scored 2 in the first end. Sheet B, red scored 1 in the first end. And in sheet A, Kyle is standing in my way.
I think it's yellow 1.
Is it yellow 1? Yes, yellow scored 1 on sheet A in the first end. Over on sheet B, here comes red again. It looks heavy. Oh, maybe it can curl. They're sweeping it, but I wouldn't have swept it. And it's going to kiss right into that rock. Yep, it's beautiful. So when they're butt up against each other like that, it makes it really hard to remove any of them because all of that energy gets transferred. It travels like back through those rocks. So that rock is just going to sit there. And so for Moody Mermaid, they're going to draw in and they're going to sit right on top of that red rock, and they're going to basically be touching the forefoot and sitting shot. But right now, red is sitting 3. And if yellow can't over curls it or under curls it, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Ooh, it's staying really straight and it's light. It's going to make it in there. Oh, wow. What a beautiful shot. What a beautiful shot. A little, tapped everything back just a little hard, so there's a little bit of separation, but not very much. But if I'm red, I'm going to hit that yellow rock on the inside. I don't care if I lose my shooter, but I can hit it thin enough that I'm not going to hit my red rocks in the back. The problem is if I over curl it coming from this direction. Yeah. That's the problem. If I over curl it and I hit it nose, that rock is not going anywhere. Yeah. And I'm going to pop one of mine out the back. Oh,
very well
beautifully
executed.
done. That's why they pay her the big bucks. Mm-hmm. So now red is currently sitting 4. They're in an excellent shape. But this is where but yellow has hammer. So the best that they can do is to score 1 to prevent red from scoring 4. All he has to do is throw it just like he threw it the last time. Easy peasy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the hardest shot in curling is the same shot.
Yep, just do the same thing he did before. I would hate it when my skip would say that. Just do the same thing you did before. It's like, I don't know what I did before.
Right.
Sweepers are on it. It's curling beautifully. They got to keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Kyle, get out there and help. It's got to touch the 4-foot. Oh, no, 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 no.
Well, cut him a little bit.
Well, they cut him to 1.
Yeah.
But a steal of 1 for red. But that was a hero shot. That could have been really bad.
Yeah.
But congratulations to red for putting a ton of pressure on yellow. 4 stones that are nicely stacked up like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they were in a great position. If they'd had hammer, I mean, oof. Over on sheet C, yellow, curl so confusing, just popping up against Alphabet Mafia's red. Alphabet Mafia currently sitting 2. And it looks like skip Tammy is going to have Adam draw in. Oh, beautifully smooth delivery. Yep, beautifully smooth delivery. Little heavy. Oh no, she's got him sweeping. I would not have swept. Oh, it really is slowing down a lot. Oh, that was beautiful. Right in front of the tee line, full 12. That allows Alphabet Mafia now to sit 3 yellow, and they're spaced apart beautifully. Like a double takeout isn't there. Right. Curl so confusing, really looking at their options. They are looking to see if the double is there, but it is not. Rob Young going through some options with his skip. Kevin Walsh, I think. Oh, okay. All right, so it looks like Rob is going to try and take out this red stone on a control weight hit and try and come in behind that stack of red yellow over on the right hand side. I mean, that's a tricky shot. You kind of have to drift up a little bit, but it can be done. it's a pretty precise weight hit too. But Rob has been practicing and practicing and practicing and working really hard. Rob's really a fan of super competitive curling. He's played with a couple different teams in some pretty high-level spiels, and they've done well.
Missed it there.
Yep. I mean, it's a really precise hit. You're trying to hit it at just the right weight, at just the right angle, so that you're able to float that rock in up and behind so it doesn't get taken out, and it cuts them from 3 to now you're sitting shot. So if I'm Tammy and Adam, okay, so they're talking about perhaps throwing a guard and just having it sit on the 12-foot in front of that red rock on the center. They're also talking about curling in behind. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try and guard it and guard that up. I mean, there's 2 ways to guard. You can guard in front or you can guard behind and create backing. Oh, what's happening on our chat?
Just some people checking in. Cool Hand Luke
Oh, nice.
is glad that he's hearing the audio. And Sasha, she said that's what I said, but I don't know what.
Oh.
Don't know what she's referring to because it was probably a while back.
Oh, that's too bad. Over on sheet B, Yass guard sort of crashing on, well, kind of doing a little bit of a peel. They've opened up the middle, and they can get to that yellow now. It's like, I know that's not what they wanted. They wanted to draw behind it, but, like, you know, I certainly don't hate it. Because if I'm yellow, so basically I have forced yellow then to, like, guard. So Ken Clark coming in. Well, they're going to guard by splitting the house, it looks like. It's got to curl. It's not curling at all. There it goes. There it goes. And that's going to sit just about, yep, right there. That's where it's going to sit.
Yeah.
I like it. It's flat enough that the double isn't necessarily there. Yeah, I would take it out. Control weight. Looks like she's doing control down weight, maybe a hack weight hit, so that you can kind of keep your stone around. All right. Here comes Bria. You can hear them saying sweep for straight. Oh, it's got, man, it is narrow. Nope, it over curled. Takeouts are so hard to hit because you're coming out of the hack so fast, and you've got to have control of yourself and the stone, and you have to like line it up with the little tiny broom, clear down at the other end of the ice. So they take a lot of work and a lot of practice. And Ken Clark coming in with another draw. It's sort of hanging out there to the right of the center line. There it goes, starting to curl. Really nice positioning. Might over curl just a little bit. Kyle trying to keep it. Oh, but yep. It was a little heavier, and that's pretty ripe for a double, and that is exactly what our skip is calling for Yass guard, Kim Hinz.
They haven't hung the score on sheet D for their second, so I can't get the cameras to switch.
Oh, over on sheet A, yellow scored 2.
Yeah, I got that.
So a lot of times when they don't hang the score, I just put in anything.
Maybe if I can put in 0, maybe
Yeah, you can put it at 0, and it was looks like yellow was first, or red was first over on sheet D. So I generally just I would give red a point, and then fix it once once they start hanging it. Over on sheet C, red scored 1. Over on sheet C, red scored 4. What? Yeah. Red. Yeah. Red. Not yellow. Yeah. No yellow. Yellow. Yeah. Yellow. I'm sorry. Rob and I are signing to each other, and so you are getting to hear me talk out loud. What?
So what was the gist of that conversation?
The gist of the conversation was that red scored 4,
Okay.
and he is sad because he is yellow. Rob works occasionally at Target, and Target has a good program where they are hiring and teaching a lot of their employees how to do sign language.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. We, being in Washington, D.C., Gallaudet University is here, which is a school for the deaf. And what an excellent university in its own right, but also specifically for those that are in our hearing impaired community. And because of that, there's a large hearing impaired community. And so Target in this area has gone out of their way to make sure that there are employees in Target that can help people with sign language.
That's great.
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, Rob's got to be up there with the most overqualified Target employees.
Oh my gosh, yes, like a couple PhDs. Nice try on the double over on sheet B. But Red loses a shooter, but they've cut Moody Mermaid down to 2. And yep, Moody Mermaid is going to put that guard up. Kyle Conroy is going to do his very best. Over on sheet D, looks like red scored 4.
Yeah.
So like a lot of 4s happening. And over on sheet A, yellow now has a score of 3. So they scored 2 in the second. Did I already tell you that? It's hard to know. All right, so Kyle kind of tapped that yellow. So the double is still there, and they're absolutely going to try for it. Kim is going to have to really, it's going to be a control up weight shot. And Kim is a stick curler. So curling is one of those activities that is for all ability levels. If you have bad knees, bad back, bad hip, whatever, we can teach you how to curl with the stick. There's also the wheelchair curling. And when I was in Minnesota with my youngest son at a camp, I was able to meet and talk with a couple of wheelchair curlers that are going to the Olympic trials.
Wow.
Yeah. Nice line. He says line's good. Sweeping for line. Hard, hard, hard for line. Go, go, go. Hard, hard. Oh, wow. Look at it curl. And they lose the shooter, but they have also knocked out one of Moody Mermaids. All right. Moody Mermaid. We're looking at, again, drawing in front of that yellow. Man, he's giving him a lot of ice. That's like 6 feet of ice.
Unless they really sanded the rocks a lot. That's
I mean, they didn't sand them that much.
I didn't think so.
It was, from what I understand, it was a very light scratching.
Okay.
Rob Young over on sheet C doing some dance maneuvers, either because he is cold or because he is particularly happy.
Well, he's definitely
with
rocking the breakdancing fashion look.
He is. All right, over on sheet B, Moody Mermaid. Sweepers on it. Rock coming down. Yes, yes, sweep, sweep, sweep. Kyle out there as well, giving him a fresh arm.
Bo says the
sweep
first
with.
time that he curled, a Canadian Paralympian was the teacher.
Oh, that's amazing. Do you remember his name, Bo? Or her name? Or their name? All right, and here comes Kim with her last skip stone. I mean, they really caught a break because Moody Mermaid's rock did not make it into the house. And Kim with a really excellent takeout, but it's wide open. But they are sitting shot. So yeah, Moody Mermaid absolutely gonna put that broom right there. Gonna throw probably a control weight hit. They would love to score 2 and even things up. Okay, over on sheet C, they finally decided they're going to do a draw behind that red rock. And over on sheet B, here comes the hammer. Oh, it's got to slow down. There you go. There you go. Go, 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 go.
Very nice.
Yep, beautiful nose hit. It's going to be a score of 2 for Moody Mermaid, and they tie it up in the third end. Yeah, super exciting. All of our games, most of the games in the last draw as well were close.
Yeah,
until about the fourth end.
I didn't see any of them end early, really.
Yeah. No, they all went. They all went all 8 ends, I think, or to the time. So we are on a timer here. We have 1 hour and 53 minutes to play. Currently, they have 1 hour and 7 minutes left, and we're already in the fourth end on sheet B, which is really excellent time management.
Yeah, whatever delayed sheet C, they've caught up pretty
Yeah,
well.
they weren't messing around. They throwing their first Vices stone on sheet D, or on sheet C, so they're not that far behind. On sheet D, the tiara. I'm really loving the tiara on sheet D. That, I think, chicks with brooms. I might have to ask her where. I think it's Deborah Martin. I'm gonna have to ask them where they got it.
Sebo says he thinks the Paralympian that taught him was Jim Armstrong.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, la-di-da, Bo. All right. Here, they're asking over on sheet B, first rock, they're asking for a corner guard, which is kind of what you do when you're. So corner guards, there's been like a different philosophy in corner guards. I was talking to Corey Dropkin's coach this summer about it, and they like to throw very narrow corner guards that could be promoted. Mm-hmm. Like if the corner guard doesn't have a hope of being promoted, they don't want it there. So they generally have it like very narrow. So where that red is, if it was out a little further into the white, they would want it over about 1.5 to 2 feet, because then they could sort of angle promote it in to get behind anything that is on the center line at the 12-foot.
I can see that, but then you give yourself a much smaller port for your draws. But
yes,
if you're confident in your lines, then yeah.
Right, yeah, if you're confident in your lines. Yeah, so where the yellow one is, that is about, and then like a foot more into the white, that's about where Mark Lazar was saying that they like to have their corner guards right there, because then it's a nice, easy angle promote in.
Yep.
Anthony Martinez. Yep, calling on the sweep. Oh, it's good. Wow, did you see that dive over? She calls him off. I mean, it just took off.
I didn't see it.
And sometimes rocks just do that. Like somehow they catch a piece of the ice and they just dive over. Sometimes it's because there's maybe a little, little debris on the ice that it catches it and pushes it over. Which is why it's important to, if you're watching the screen, you'll see some people tip their rocks on the side and they clean the bottom of them. They're cleaning off any potential debris that could have gathered there during the last push down the ice, because they want to make sure they're starting off with a good surface.
So Bo's retort to your la-di-da was a quote, to quote you, to saying, "Oh, I was just chatting with Corey Dropkin's coach."
I did not mean that as a name drop. That was more of in somebody's expert opinion, this is where a corner guard should be. Not that expert opinion was delivered personally to me. That's hilarious. Yeah, okay. Fair. Fair is fair. Yass guard coming in. Looks like they're going to do a promote back into that yellow. Oh. That shot was almost there. That would have been so much fun. So much fun. I love shots like that are like, here, like, it was when I would curl with Evan, it was like, all right, here's what we're going to do. And you knew that it was going to be, there were going to be like 4 rocks involved in whatever this idea was. And they were all going to have to hit exactly correctly to like ping pong around to where you were going to be sitting 3. But it would take a miracle. Oh, is it going to come by? Yes, just got it by. But they may have overswept it a little bit just so they could get it by without crashing on that guard, which is one of the risks that you take when you're sweeping for line. You don't want it to crash in the guard, but at the same time, you would like it to not go through the back of the house.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like she's going to have... Looks like she's going to have Bria come around behind. I like the rotations on that rock a lot. And here it comes over. It might just be a little bit heavy, though. You can tell by how fast the sweepers are... Oh, yep, it just didn't curl far enough. But you can tell how fast the sweepers are walking if it's going to go through the house. And now we're on the 4th end, so the ice is really picking up speed. The first couple ends, you still have all that fresh pebble on there. It's really cold. You didn't have so many hot, warm bodies out there, in between the ends when they're grooming the ice. And now you've had, at this point, 53 minutes of people out there and working hard and starting to get hot because they're sweeping. You get sweaty out there sweeping. It's really hard work. And so a lot of that, those ice crystals have broken down, and there's really not a lot of friction to stop that rock from going. So part of being a good curler is being able to realize the rocks are going faster, and I need to turn the speed down on my delivery a little bit. I can smell the roast.
Yeah, it's smelling good.
Like, and it's 4:40 in the afternoon, and I had an enormous lunch of Indian food, and I am starving to death. Ooh, is it going to make it? So what they're going to try and do with this red, they're going to try and sit it right on that yellow, maybe tap that yellow back on the tee line. Ooh, and they got it out through the house. Unfortunately for Yass guard, that red is completely exposed. So if I'm Moody Mermaid, they're going to actually try and draw in behind their guards. They're going to leave that red alone. I don't know if I would do that. I don't know if I have the discipline to do that, because that is a disciplined shot. That is a shot of a skip that isn't going to chase a rock, and it's really tempting to chase that rock. And they're going to come in and try and sit at the top of that red 4-foot. But it's a little heavy, and it looks like it's going to just pass right through. Oh, that's disappointing. But huge opportunity for Yass guard. Yep, they're going to put a guard right in front of that red rock.
So on sheet A, Curl's gone wild, just taking a 5-0 lead.
Wow. Fantastic for them. But it looks like Hurry Hard Hunty has a really nice setup in that house right now with those two reds, and then there's a yellow in the back. And they're throwing this shot rock now. And it looks like they're going to try and draw in behind. I like the speed of the rock a lot. Sweepers might have to get on it. Nope. Yep, they're getting on it right at the very end to carry it in. They're going to pop back the red just a little bit. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Well done. Over on sheet D, I think that possibly red scored, because here comes yellow, going to take out that red that's now in the house. So we'll see if red puts up a score sometime, or if somebody in the chat is watching sheet D and saw what red scored in the last end. That would be amazing to see. Over on sheet B, Kyle with his broom out. It looks like they're going to try and do a heavy draw down to that red. I mean, that's got to be what they're doing, right?
On B?
Over on sheet B. Because he's got his broom clear out here on just at the edge of the 8-foot, 12-foot.
Yeah, must be.
Yeah.
Trying to get it underneath there on
I feel like they're just trying to pop it back a little bit and sit on top of it. Oh, it's so light. It's so light. You got to get out there and sweep.
Although somebody said, and I kind of agree, that third sweeper is useless.
It does make you feel better, though.
Yeah.
Like, if the vice comes out of the house and comes and helps you, it does make you feel like we are all in this together.
Yeah, there's an esprit de corps about it that
That's
probably
right.
makes it a little bit.
Yes, it does. It makes you feel better. Over on sheet C, it looks like red scored 1 in the third to bring the score to 5-2.
Where was that?
Over on sheet C.
Okay.
Yeah, Alphabet Mafia scored 1 in the third.
Got it.
Tammy Moyer is an excellent skip. I do not like to play against her because she will kick my butt every time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, over on sheet B, we have our first skip stone for Yass guard, and it looks like they're going to try and she was sort of doing some. She was explaining to her front end what they're going to do, and it looks like from where the broom placement is, they're going to try. They've got a lot more ice, and they're going to try and come around that guard on the center and draw in behind to sit 2.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got a lot of room because the nearest yellow is sitting like a third. Oh my gosh. Rob Young is stripping on the ice. Oh, his shirt says Big Gay Spare. So I think this is the second team that he's sparing on. Yes, he's nodding at me. Yes, this is the second team that he's sparing on today. He is am spare, will travel. So over on sheet B, Kim guarded up their red pretty successfully. And it looks like Moody Mermaid is gonna try. They're gonna try and do a heavy draw and pop that red out, because then they could sit 2. And 2 would be, I mean, I would love to, like 2 is the ideal. Like anytime that you're doing, you're sort of figuring out what I want to do, you kind of look at what your ideal scenario is, what you can live with, and what you can't live with. And ideally you'd score 2. And what you could live with is scoring 1, but what you don't want to live with is letting the other team score 1 or multiple. Sweepers are on it, sweeping hard. Oh my gosh, so hard. Oh my God, did they have?
Oh,
Brilliant. So, but they have cut them to. So yellow is sitting 1 right now.
yeah.
So 1 is the best that yellow is going to be able to get at this point. But a steal of 1 would be awesome. Like to steal 1 point, that's like, again, that would be, you know, your ideal situation if you don't have hammer is to steal 1 point.
Yep.
All right, so Kim is really looking at that draw path because with that red behind them, they could jam on it and they'd still, they might score 1. But they've got to come at it. They can't. Oh my God, is she going to try the run back? No. No, she's going to try and come at it on a control weight hit and try and just curl around that red rock on the center line. All right, so this is a really tricky shot.
Yeah, it is.
But it really is like, I mean, the other option she has is running that red back. But that's a long run back. I mean, that's like 10 feet.
Yeah, I wouldn't try that one.
What was that? Yeah, you could. You want to commentate too? You sure? Because, you know, I like talking to people. What does Bo say?
I think he's referring to our discussion of the 3 sweepers, and he says he's seen teams do sort of a relay of sorts where the vice skip comes out to relieve a tired. Yes, I think that would be a useful use of coming out of the house to sweep.
Right. And unfortunately for Kim, her shot was wide, so yellow steals 1. Red keeps hammer. But now the score is 3-2, and as we start our 5th end, we have 50 minutes left, so there's a ton of curling left to go, and 1 point difference is not a huge difference at all. Over on sheet A, it looks like, okay, you have sheet A updated, 5-0. Sheet B is 3-2. Sheet C is currently 5-2, but it looks like we're on Vice's rocks. Rob sweeping off some debris that he could see that no one else can see. I give Rob a hard time all the time. He's like a little brother.
That's a lot of granite in sheet A.
That is a lot of granite in sheet A. I mean, look at it. It's all lined up. Okay, I mean, sheet A, I don't, and there's a guard. So, I don't know, because that red is right there on the button. Can we pop that out? Is there a way to, like, run back the other yellow and pop it out, or is there a way we can come around the yellow and pop out that red? Who's down there throwing? Oh, red is throwing, so red doesn't care. Red would like, well, I mean, ideally red would like to score 2. They're
Right.
down by 5. I would love to score multiple here going into the 5th end.
Yeah, but how do you do it? I mean, if you freeze to yourself, then
Well,
they can pop you out next time.
Yeah. Well, and that yellow is right. I mean, it is touching that red. It is frozen to that red.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, because I wouldn't want to plant my stone on the side of that red.
Yeah.
Because then, yeah, they could run it back and split you out.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do if I were red. On
guess I would
on
guard.
sheet A, David, what would you do if you were red on sheet A? You're down by 5. So you're down by 5. You've got your red on the button and you're sandwiched. Would you?
Oh, yeah.
You'd come down and
Saskatchewan farm ground.
you'd whack that yellow.
Yeah. Your only hope is to grab it.
I mean, because you got to come around a guard too. So you can't throw a peel weight. So it looks like they're opting to draw.
They need to be on a corner here, otherwise it doesn't work.
Right.
So this makes things worse.
Well, they're right on top of the guard. And they pop that guard back a little bit. I don't know if that is the intended placement of that rock. Kyle Snyder taking a really close look at it to see how frozen that yellow is onto the red. It is touching. They're giving each other a big old kiss.
So red is looking to score their only point so far, right?
Red is looking to score their only point so far. I mean, ideally. So, and this is final skip rock for yellow. Red has hammer. So if I'm yellow, and it looks like, so B is holding their broom in a draw position. Yeah, I mean, I would want to junk up the front. I'd be fine with giving them 1 point. But then I'm red and I have hammer. So let's see where this rock ends up. They called him off. And it's going to curl right on just to the left of that center line. For yellow, I like that position because you really can't throw anything high weight at this at all. I mean, you could take that red that's in the 12-foot and corner promote it and try and clip that yellow out. But that is,
This is the last rock now?
this is the hammer. This is the last rock. So you can
Right,
like
so just throw the
be
rock
fine. You could throw it away and be fine with getting one.
draw to the left.
Or you could try something
Yeah,
really
that's,
fun.
that's Nicholas Adine stuff there.
That is
I know
Nicholas
what kind of
Adine
a
stuff.
cowboy you are.
Yes.
Yes.
David says he knows what kind of cowboy I am. You know it could be fun.
That would be the fun shot. The smart shot is just to throw it when I draw to the left.
I mean, yeah. The smart shot is just to throw it through the house. Just get rid of it.
You can try and get two. You can't hurt yourself.
How can you try and get two?
Come right
You
down
want to
and
draw
just
to it?
catch your red.
Yeah, I guess you could draw right to it.
That's
I
very
mean, the
low.
#1 commandment in curling, like, do no harm.
It's worse.
Yeah,
Yes.
do no harm.
Yeah.
I don't follow that commandment all the time. Sometimes having more fun is.
Yeah, he's just throwing it away. It looks like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Is he going to? They got it? Their sweepers are on it. They're sweeping really, really, really hard.
It's about the right way.
I like the weight a lot. The line is, I think, a little narrow. B is right there. Are they going to get it? No. Well, red scores 1. Hands hammer over to Curls Gone Wild, but they are on the board, and sometimes that's all the momentum that you need. You score that 1 point, you've figured out the ice, and the next end you're stealing 2. Over on sheet B, interesting sheet. We have yellow sitting 2. We have red as 3 and 4, and we have a couple of really high guards. Kyle with his first Vice's rock, and they're going to draw in. Moody Mermaid is going to draw in, and just keep piling those stones into the 4-foot. This one feels a little heavy, though. Might be back 8. Oh, no, there it goes. Yep. Oh, right on the butt. How did I ever doubt Kyle? Should never have doubted Kyle. Don't anybody tell Kyle I doubted him. All right. And if I'm Kim, if I'm Yass guard, yeah, I'm going to, like, hit that red. Ooh, I might come at it from the other side, though. I'm going to hit that red, though, and I'm going to pop it back into those 2 yellow and try and split them out through the back. Wonder why they're coming that side. I would come at it from the other direction. Yep, she called him on, sweeping right away. Well, then she's going to hit the yellow. And essentially removed a guard. I don't hate removing a guard at all. Actually, for me, if I'm red, I've opened that side up and I'm forcing yellow to either throw one in the house or to throw up another guard. So yellow's just going to keep piling them into the house. A time-honored strategy. Over on sheet D, if you're following Chicks with Brooms versus Unicorn Farts, looks like Chicks with Brooms is sitting 4 in the house, and they're about to pile a 5th one in there. Yep. So if I am powered by Unicorn Farts, and I'm now realizing that's exactly why T-Ash chose that name, I'm going to throw, this is Hammer over on sheet D. I'm going to draw into the 4. I have to be full 4. My whole stone has to be in that red. But I'll be happy taking 1. Oh, and over on sheet C, it looks like yellow scored 1. Yellow 1. Okay, yep. Yellow scored 1 over on sheet C. Over on sheet B, We're going to try that shot again. Kim calling yes line, yes, 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 guard. Oh, this is going to be pretty. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it was just narrow, but they shot one out the back, and red might be shot. Now, I know what everybody's thinking, and I am partial to a measure, and I would absolutely measure. But yellow is about to throw their first skip stone. But this is interesting because red has that red rock guarded up. If I'm yellow, I want that red rock gone, and I might try and draw through to the outside of the red and try and pop it kitty corner and try not to jam on my yellow. But that's pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to try and put it center line, basically to the button. Oh, are they going to? They might try and corner promote. They're going to try and tap that yellow that's in the white up into the button. But that's a pretty finessey shot because it's really easy to hit that too hard and then pop it out the back. But that looks like that might be the plan B shot. I think they're going to try and draw in. And if they're too wide, plan B will be to tap promote that yellow to the button. All right, let's see what happens. All right, sweepers just sort of walking beside it, waiting for it. It's got to curl. It's sort of on the line. There it goes. It's starting to curl, and they're going to get on it. No, no, no. I wouldn't have swept that. All right. A whole field of yellows, and then that one unfortunate red for them, or if you are a fan of Yass, that one heroic red sitting on that 4-foot. Over on sheet D, red scored 1 in the 4th end, bringing the score 6-3. That's, I mean, 6-3 is a pretty good spread, but it is not insurmountable.
Nope.
Especially since Tiash scored 3 in the 1st end. We know that she is capable of scoring 3 again.
Sure.
Over on sheet C, Tammy calling sweep. It was a pretty draw. They've sort of tapped that yellow back. It's out from underneath cover, kind of. You can sort of see it from the hack. So if I'm yellow, I mean, I'm gonna throw another one. Yeah, to freeze up against it. Yep, throw the freeze. Over on sheet B, unfortunately, the draw was just a little narrow and tapped off. But for red, that looks like a pretty good option because they've now really guarding up the front. They're going to make it really hard for the yellow to get back there. But yeah, now they're looking again at the bumping back that yellow to the button. Like a nice little plus draw weight hitting that would do it. because it's hard to see. I think red is shot.
Yeah, that'd be my guess.
Yeah. But, like, our cameras aren't, I mean, they're pretty close to being directly over the pin, but they're not they're not, like, lined up directly over the pin. They're really close, but it's just enough of an angle that it could make, it could fool you from here. And our pins aren't, like, directly in the center.
They're better this year than they were in last
They're
year.
much better. Yes, they did some fun triangulation. But, you know, and we try our best. Everybody tries our best. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, no. Don't sweep it. Just let it die. All right. Are we going to see a measure? Oh, no. Kim still has one rock left. I apologize. Kim has hammer. And they're looking really carefully. Anthony's looking really, really carefully to make sure, are they shot or are they not shot? Oh, Kim's coming down the ice to see so that she can see with her own eyes if her team is shot or not. Over on sheet A, Hurry Hard Hunty currently sitting 1, and they are throwing in a draw to try and get behind that row of 3 beautiful center guards. Yeah. Oh, no, they're coming pretty fast. Looks like they're going to peel something. Oh, they're going to, oh, good, good, good. They're going to hit in the back. Yes, bad. Nice little roll over, and they're completely covered. I don't hate that.
Yeah, I think they might be. Yeah, I think they too.
There, yeah. I think they're sitting 2 now. I don't hate that at all. And here comes BNF. And it looks like they are throwing a heavy draw. Maybe going to do an in-off. Oh, no. Here it comes. It is a draw.
Didn't see what happened on B.
Oh, she, I think they hogged it. Because the sweepers are kicking the stone along. So let's see what if Anthony hangs. Yep, Red scored 1, and they're tied again, 3-3. There's 32 minutes left in the game for everybody. Over on sheet D, Chicks with Brooms throwing a beautiful guard. If I'm Tiash, I'm peeling those guards. Yep, she wants a double peel from Mike Crawford, her second. This is Mike's going to be his second stone, his last stone of the end. All right, over on sheet A, looks like they're going to try and take out Curls Gone Wild. Are going to, oh no, this is Hurry Hard Hunty. And they, I think they're going to try and do an in-off. He's got his broom right next to that rock, right next to their own red rock. And from the position of the broom, it looks like he's going to go, like he's going to come across the face and hit on the inside and bounce into the middle. And then they'll be sitting 2. Man, it's coming down hard. That's control up for sure. Yep, and he's going to get it. Boom, boom, beautiful. Oh, maybe just threw it a titch fast. Yeah. But that was textbook in-off. That was so good. just a little too fast. He just needed a little less weight so that it would stick around. All right, and BNF advising maybe doing a corner promote. Kyle looking for perhaps just a straight draw. Over in sheet D, looks like Tiash was successful in removing those 2 red center guards, leaving only 1 yellow.
Leaving her yellow.
But I actually like replacing it with that. If I'm Tiash, I like replacing it with that yellow because I can promote that yellow in.
Sure.
The fewer red rocks I have to deal with, the better.
True.
We're in sheet B. Nice little draw, sitting almost to the T line for Yass guard. And Moody Mermaid saying, I take it out. Control weight shot. Little conversation happening over on sheet C, where they're talking about perhaps promoting a center guard and pushing it back into the yellow, or maybe they're going to try and do a draw. Over on sheet B, that yellow just over curling and going through the house. So sheet C, Rob Young's first skip stone. Yellow does not have hammer, which makes this end a little challenging for them.
Wait, Rob is sparing and he's playing skip?
Yeah, both teams agreed. It's a this is a friendly Bombspiel, so they asked the other team, and the other team agreed that it was fine.
Okay.
Pretty high center guard from Rob. All right, and if I'm Alphabet Mafia, I'm gonna curl in and pop that yellow out. Giving a lot of ice for that draw.
Oh, almost caused it to hit the other stone.
Oh, that's too bad. Looks like we're setting up for dinner. I can smell deliciousness, and I see my child. All right. Ken Clark gonna try and take out that red rock on sheet B. Yep, beautifully done. Kyle Conroy taking it all the way in. Bump. Lose the shooter, which I don't mind. All right, Kim is going to, I would draw, yeah. I would want to sit on it. Yeah, right behind. Like, I want to touch it, or I want to be right behind. Oh, or she's going to, all right, she's going to go the opposite side. She's going to put it right back where it was, which I mean, that's not the shot that I would have chosen, but I'll be interested to see what her strategy is for this rock, if she's pretty sure that Ken will miss another takeout. Although that's super fast.
Yeah, that's through.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, so, yep. Yeah, I like yellow is splitting the house, which is exactly what you should do, because then you give your opponent 2 different targets they have to chase. Over on sheet C, Rob Young with his last skip stone. Sweepers called on sheet C right away. Go, 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 go. Yeah, it's heavy-ish. It's going to be.
It's going to crash.
It is going to crash on it.
I think they could have swept that, got around maybe. They'd stayed on it.
I think they were worried about, because you always have to worry about line versus distance, like about weight. Because if you think, if you think you might be around it, are you sweeping, or, are you sweeping it so hard that if you do go around behind it, are you just going to fly through the house?
Right.
Or are you, or do you take the chance that you might crash?
Sure.
Over on sheet B, Yass guard, just a little bit, not quite enough curl to come in contact with that yellow. And so Moody Mermaid going to take full advantage, and they're going to put a stone up right in the draw path to get to the button on that left-hand side, because that's the draw path everybody's been on that side of the ice. They're kind of aware of how fast it's going to run and how much it's going to curl. That you kind of want to block that up. Kyle Conroy with a really beautiful delivery. It's going to be just a little, it's going to overcurl just a hair more than they want, but it's going to sit in the 12. Yeah, I mean, it's about 18 inches from where they kind of wanted it, but I don't hate that position.
Yeah, it's guarding the one on T.
Yeah, and Kim's going to chase it. She kind of has to. She has to hope that she can get a double takeout. She's got her broom. She's asking for a peel weight shot, which is very fast. It takes a lot of muscle control. And then, you got to have sweepers that can keep up with it. Here comes Anthony and Dawn.
By definition, the peel shouldn't be swept, I would think.
Well, yes, yes. But, oh, my God, did I tell you about the time Henrik threw like a 7-second shot and he called me on to sweep it? and I, for about a half a second, I thought about trying, and then I looked at him. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm gonna die if I go after that shot.
Seriously.
All right, Moody Mermaid. They're gonna try that shot again from Kyle and put it up just off of that center line. Ooh, sheet D. Red sitting 3. Oh, Moody Mermaid, maybe just a little heavy, but it looks like it's going to stick around in the 12. So Moody Mermaid currently sitting 4, really spaced out. And we're starting skip stones. Oh, I didn't see what happened on sheet C. Bo, did you see what happened on sheet C? Yellow scored 1 on sheet C. Oh, yeah. It's 4 to 5. All right. Over on sheet B, Anthony Martinez. They're gonna, Kim wants to very much take out any of these stones. What Mark calls stop the bleeding. The sweep hard, sweep it hard. Nope, not quite enough power to remove it. So now Moody Mermaid is gonna go and put in that center guard. Oh, he wants it kind of in the 8-foot. I would do a little further into the 12. I would put it further into the 12 because I don't want to give them the chance to cut me to 2. Right now I'm sitting 4. If I can put that rock in the 12-foot, and even if they hit me out, I want them still far enough out that they can't cut me to only 2.
Right.
He keeps saying that, Jeff God, he keeps saying he wants it in the 8-foot, and I'm disagreeing. Top 12. Right. Center line, top 12. Right. Exactly. Yep. The only thing the team could do is drop. But yeah, I don't want them to be able to like target me and pop me back and then cut me to 2 because I've put my rock too far back in the house. But who knows? Maybe he'll be light. All right, here he comes. Yeah. I would like him. I would like him full. I would like him full 12, like right there. But right on the center line. I'm being really fussy about it, is what I'm being. Woo! All right, well, he's a little light. He's biting the 12-foot. So technically they are sitting 5. Over on sheet D, I just want to like talk about how much granite is sitting on that sheet right now.
Yeah.
We're looking at 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rocks in play. Oh no, it's so heavy. It's so heavy and it's wide.
Yass throwing hammer.
Is Tiash throwing hammer?
Yes.
Oh no, she's got it. Beautifully done. Oh, I thought she was wide for sure. Oh, that was beautifully done. And now suddenly red is sitting shot. And Moody Mermaid is going to have to throw a hero shot to pop that red out. Tiash over on sheet D throwing the hammer.
Cut it to
and
2.
Cutting red to 2. Oh, there might be a measure. They were kind of looking at 2 rocks. So you can see there's the rocks that are right on that 8-foot to 12-foot line. They might decide to measure those. Yeah, they are going to measure them. They're very carefully removing the rocks. Okay, over on sheet B. Yellow coming through, and they're going to boop. They're going to jam. And it looks like yellow is going to sit 1.
Yep.
I mean, Yass guard really saving their bacon on that draw. That was amazing. That's why the skips get paid the big bucks. So that brings Moody Mermaid 4 to 3. All right, what does it look like on sheet D? Have they
measure?
They're just starting their measure.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like Elvis gestured to red.
Yeah, so I guess that means they had 3.
So they had 3 then, yeah. Oh, nice little takeout on sheet A. Little nose takeout. All right, sheet B. Skip asking for a draw. Draw behind into about that 8 foot. Oh, and they're just going to bump that guard a little bit and roll into the house, into the full 12. All right, Moody Mermaid going to come over, and they have a choice to either take that rock out or to draw behind it. Yep, they're going to take it out. Todd, do you know if they, so we have 13 minutes left. Once time is expired, do they just finish the end that they're on, or do they play another end?
That's what I heard them say in the earlier broadcast, was that once the timer goes out, you just finish the end.
Finish the end you're on, okay. Because I do know tomorrow they're on a very tight schedule. They're jamming in a lot of games. Oh, did Bo say something?
He was talking about the last end.
Oh, the last end, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Over sheet B, Yass guard. Looks like they're going to try and either draw behind or tap back a little bit if they're too narrow on the draw. Oh my gosh, it just dove over. Yep, she called him off. Please do not promote that yellow. Please do not promote that yellow. Up, they're going to miss it. Is it going to stick around in the 12 or is it going to go through?
Yeah, looks like
yep, it's going to stick around. All right, Moody Mermaid has to make a couple of choices. Looks like he's deciding to draw in. Ken Clark perfectly capable of throwing beautiful draws. All right. Yep, both sweepers on it. I mean, easily around the guard. Looks like it's going to be about T. Or no, full 8. Nice sweep. I love how, that you can't ask for a better guarding setup.
The alignment is great.
Right on top of each other.
Oh, that's weird. It looks like it there, but then here it doesn't.
Here it's just a little. Yeah, you maybe can see a couple inches from the hack. But Kim from Yass Guard asking for a draw. Little draw behind. Looked a little narrow coming out of her hand. Ooh, they're going to get the rub. Nope. Nope, it's going to go right through the house. Just a little narrow and just a little heavy. Moody Mermaid going to, hitting a big roll is what they're, what Ashley is asking for. Or is this Michael? Might be Michael. Wow, Kyle on it, sweeping. It's going to be about a nose hit. They're not going to get any roll off of it, which is not the end of the world. if I'm Yass guard, I don't particularly want to chase it because it's so far. It's so high in the 12 that I'm not going to be able to, I'm not even going to sit in the 12. But I do like the idea of drawing down to that and pushing that back a little bit. Dawn sort of asking for clarification of what exactly is being asked. Sometimes it gets really loud on that ice. It is really hard to hear
Yes.
what your skip is asking you to do.
Exactly. Yeah, at our Pizza League games, since there's only been two sheets of ice playing, it's been a lot easier to hear.
It has been. I've really enjoyed that. But we have an early draw game this weekend,
Right.
so it's going to be noisy and hot.
Yeah.
All right, looks like Dawn has a better idea. All right, here she comes. Nice little draw weight. Kind of on it for line a little bit. Now they're on it for. Looks like they are gonna pop that yellow back. Oh, and they end up with a nice little biter. But does the yellows? Yep, yellow sticks around in the back of the house.
Yep, still 2.
You can see all of it, but that guard makes it a little hard to get to. Over on sheet C, Alphabet Mafia currently sitting 2 in the house with a whole field of guards, which Curl So Confusing would like to peel away some of them. Look at that, because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guards, essentially, and 5 of them on, like, in that center field.
Yeah. Interesting on sheet A, they have a chance to hurry. If they hurry, they can play another end because if they could get 3 here.
They could get, that would be good. Because then that would bring them to within 3. That would give them 4 points. Yeah. And they would have time to play another end. This is Hammer?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
So they should be able to finish it. They'll be able to finish it.
Yeah.
This end. If he gets this, I think they'll play it. If he doesn't, I would guess they'll concede.
Oh, yeah, if he doesn't. Oh, wow. Whole field of takeouts on sheet C. Ooh, yep. Sweeper's on it right away for line. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Hurry hard, Hunty. Hurry hard, Hunty. Beautiful shot. That was textbook.
They only got 2, though. So.
I think they've got 3. Oh, no,
they
you
moved
already
it.
moved it. Why did you move it? I would have asked for the measure.
Yeah.
Don't be so hasty to move the rocks. So unless they came to the consensus and said, yes, red has 3, and then you move that rock.
Right.
But so it'll be interesting to see if they decided if it was 2 or 3. But they're certainly playing the next end. They have 6 minutes left. They're just going to finish they're going to have a 7th end.
I'm going to put 2, and we'll see if it.
Yeah,
goes
put 2 so that we can flip the camera. Over on our feature sheet, sheet B, yellow, Moody Mermaid currently sitting 3 with a nice field of guards right in front of those yellow. But Yass guard always seems to figure out a way to like either steal one or cut them to 1. Yeah. So we're going to see what Yass guard can do. This is the first Vice's stone. The Vice is standing down there talking through some of the strategy ideas. Are they going to do? they're going to do a run back. Like a hack weight run back. And try and like split the two yellow, like take this yellow guard, run it back, split it off to one side, split it off to the other side. Or maybe, yeah, I mean, because why else would you have your broom there?
Yeah.
Unless it's a specific draw path that they're going for.
Yeah, I would have thought that they would be freezing on the yellow in the 4-foot.
Well, I would have thought so too, but they clearly were trying for some kind of, and that was so straight. That rock never curled. And that sometimes happens. I feel like she pushed it wide.
Maybe.
When she came out of the hack, as I have also been known to do.
We've all done it.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, so if I'm Moody Mermaid, I'm blocking that draw path, that's for sure. I'm going to put it right on the left-hand side of that center line. Full 12. I'm gonna try and sink it full 12 so that I'm sitting 4.
Yeah.
But that again, real precise shot. I'll settle for shallow and it being a guard.
Yeah.
I really don't want it to be very deep. Kyle out there gonna go help sweep. Come on, it's got to be there. Go, 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 go. Oh, it hogged. Oh, no. Okay, so Yass guard with a big opportunity to throw a draw in.
Is this hammer?
No, this is first. This is first red skipstone.
Yeah, I heard someone call that the mallet.
I've heard it called, oh, yeah, the mallet. And then I've heard the last, the last stone before the hammer is the gavel.
Oh, maybe that's what I heard, not mallet.
But like this is not, so like her next redstone would be the gavel, but I like calling this the mallet. Oh, Rob is pleased about something, so yellow must have scored over on C. One yellow. Brandon Hare tells me on sheet C, 1 yellow. So now they're tied up. Over on sheet B, Kim's first skipstone coming down the ice. It's really curling over more than she anticipated, and it's super light. That is not what she wanted. All right, so can Moody Mermaid capitalize and take the draw path that Yass guard wanted and pile yet another one into the house, or block it up completely? Block up that path so that they can score multiples. Gosh, that's so wide. Oh, that's so wide. It's got to curl.
It's going to hit off the red.
It's going to stay wide. It's going to, no, it's going to miss the red. Oh, it just tapped the red.
That works.
Yeah, that works. That's not the end of the world. And, well, actually, I like the depth at what it's placed, because it outcounts the other two red. Mm-hmm. And it is, so Kim is already out with her next shot. And it kind of narrows that draw path so that at the very, like, she may wick against it and slow down the rock. But no, she's way around it. All three of them. Oh, is she going to get it? Oh, my God. Handshakes. Red scored 1. Wait.
Does it?
It's a tie, though. Red just scored 1. So it's a tie. Are they going to do skip stones? Well, everybody's shaking. They still have 17 seconds. Get in the hack.
That's weird. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know what's going on either. Because clearly red scored. Well, time's up. What are they doing?
I think maybe somebody did jokingly kick that red in.
Oh, maybe.
I think that's what happened.
Wait, Kyle's like, no. Oh. I guess. Maybe somebody did jokingly kick the red.
I think I saw that.
Because yellow seems to feel like they can throw first. Kyle. Like. Well, I guess they're playing another end, even though. I mean, they finished that end with 17 seconds left. Bo, what are you saying to us?
Says, did they just concede to each other? How does that work? But no, they didn't. They're playing.
I feel like they're still playing. I mean, Kyle just turned to me and made the universal sign for one more. And I don't know what the answer is because the organizers are on the ice. So I guess they're playing one more. Kyle's coming in. Hang on.
Oh, so they're just doing draw shots. They're just doing draw shots.
They're just doing draw to the button shots because they did tie. And so Kyle is doing the laser. They needed somebody to run the laser for them, but I don't see Eric anywhere. Where is Eric? Was just here. Well, that's the beautiful thing about Bombspiels is that the games are self-policed. There's no referees. There's no officials except in like the really high-end ones. Oh my God. You know, Kim's thrown beautiful draws all night long or afternoon. It feels like nighttime. Is she going to get it? Kyle's going to go and measure. All right, shakes. You? Them? Okay. Kyle says he won. Oh, I just heard Tammy call same shot, more ice. Oh, Tammy's asking for a guard peel over on sheet C. Let's see. So what game should we cover? It looks like sheet D is handshakes. And it looks like Chicks with Brooms probably won that given the amount of red that I just saw in the house.
Burn ends, anybody?
Oh my God, yes.
No! You can't have the whole thing. You have a couple. You can have more than the average since you lent.
Since I lent my child.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat a burnt end, people.
Oh, sorry.
We have more for you.
Thank you.
Buddy, the burnt ends are delicious. It looks like in the 6N, yellow scored 2. over on sheet D. So the final score is 9-5. Handshakes over on sheet A. And it looks like Curls Gone Wild scored 1. So that brings their final score to 8-3 in what looked like a really fun game. And so our only action is on sheet C. And it looks like Curl So Confusing is trying to curl in. And they're going to set a beautiful center guard. And Tammy is going to immediately say she wants normal weight and she wants it gone. And Adam Kapp says, I will be glad to throw that. But he was a little, just a little, but that's a result.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate that at all. If you're going to miss people, miss like that. All right, Rob calling for a control up, probably, yeah, normal weight takeout. Sweep called immediately out of hand. This is a narrow port. You're going to need to sweep immediately. Go, 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 go. Sweep, sweep, sweep.
Final score from the scoreboard.
Beautiful takeout, but they lose a shooter.
So they kicked the red rock in to make it look like it.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So
Oh, so they did. So they did kick the red rock in to make it look like it was hard to tell from the webcast. So we're like, what happened? And then they just shook. Yeah, I was like 17 seconds. It was like, you need to get in the hack if you're gonna go. All right, Adam Kapp with his second stone. Being asked after throwing a hit weight to throw a draw weight is one of the more difficult things to do in curling. Coming on that outside, which nobody's really been curling on. So it could be interestingly slow, but Tammy calling them up. And is it gonna swing in? It is gonna swing in a little bit, but I feel like we can see all of that from the hack. And this is the first skip stone. And Rob putting his broom down for a control weight hit. Little debate, but Rob saying, no, I really want to hit it. And saying maybe we want to have it on the inside corner so that we do a little bit of a baby roll behind that center guard, which I don't disagree with at all. Kyle. Oh, he's looking for the laser. And he doesn't know that Elvis has it in his hand.
Water glasses. Garrett.
Kyle,
Water cup.
Elvis has the laser. But now he knows because I shouted at him across the warm room. All right. Rob with a lovely control weight. Like even maybe hack weight. And it comes in, it's going to be just a little further to the right than they wanted. So it's going to bounce sort of free and clear and sit second. Alphabet Mafia. Thinking about hitting it and flopping in, but also possibly just thinking about the draw. This is Tammy's first skip stone. Tammy is excellent at draws. So I like the idea of her drawing in and sitting kind of center 4.
So Bowen made a Toy Story reference. I don't know which shot he was talking about.
Oh, what's the reference?
He says that shot from Adam was like the scene at the end of Toy Story where they fly past the moving van and land in the water, in the car.
Yes, I know exactly. Yes, exactly. That's the one that he shot, and it like just skimmed the center guard and popped back and like hit those two, like hit the two red and then popped the other yellow out the back.
Okay.
It was like perfection. It was falling with style. All right, Tammy. Yep. On. Well, now off. Now on. Still on. Up. It's gotta curl over. Okay. They got like the babiest of baby rolls, but it's still way out there. So Rob has a choice. This is Rob's last stone. He doesn't have hammer. Tammy has hammer. So Rob can choose. Yeah, he's gonna put his. They're gonna draw in undercover to the button and force Tammy to make an incredible draw shot. This is the last end, so if Tammy scores 1 or if she scores 3, it doesn't really matter because it's not a point spiel. Doesn't really matter how many points you're scoring. It's just win and losses. All right, let's see. I can tell the door opened because suddenly I'm freezing again. All right, here comes Rob. A nice little draw weight. Rob deciding to sweep his own rock.
I wish I could sweep with my gripper off.
Oh, I have thought about like attempting it, and I'm like, I would fall on my face
And
for sure. But like Henrik does it too. Henrik will sweep
Yeah.
without his gripper on all the time, and he looks. I mean, you do it like the people that can do it well.
Well, they look cool.
Yeah, they look cool. They look in control. And I'm like, I would look like a hippopotamus ballerina
I
from
know.
Fantasia.
I guess I just, I never ice skated as a child, so, I've been curling now 6 years, and I still look like Bambi out on the ice when I try it.
You look good on the ice. You look good when you sweep.
Well, I mean, when I'm sliding, when I
You're
have
sliding.
my
In
gripper
the
off.
back, you look fine. All right, Adam with his broom set up for a draw. Tammy's going to try and draw. So this is it. This is for all the marbles. It is tied 5-5. Tammy is going to draw to try and pop Rob's stone out the back. Rob, not nervous at all. All right, here it comes. I really like the weight of this. I can't really tell the line from where I'm sitting, but it looks like it might be a little wide.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's curling like she wanted it to. And she's just going to pop. Oh, my gosh. Curl so confusing with a huge win. Such a tough game. So much fun. They're going to do their they're going to do their skips draws for measuring and stuff, and so we're not going to watch that necessarily. And the ice crew is getting ready to get back on the ice and get it ready for our next group of curlers. I think the next draw is at what time? Ken, what time's the next draw?
What's that?
What time's the next draw?
Oh, the next draw is 6:15, I think.
Okay, the next draw is at 6:15. So I'll be back then with somebody else to help me, who will probably, hopefully, know more than me. But yeah, so from Potomac Curling Club, I'm Mindy Carlson.
Todd Trivet.
Todd. And we will see you at 6:15.
Hi, everyone.